Hey folks, I'm Tori. Welcome to Bass Strategy. Today we got a new segment for you, the What Went Wrong segment. Not everything goes correctly when we're out on the water, and I want to take some time to discuss when things go wrong, what we can do differently to make them go right in the future. So today I have a lost fish. So this past weekend I had a fish on and it was able to throw my lipless crankbait when it jumped out of the water. So we got that on camera and we're going to go through it and see what went wrong and how we can better catch that fish in the future. So let's first take a look through the clip in its entirety.
There we go. Oh, shoot.
Alright, so disappointment out on the water, I lost that fish. So now let's take a deeper dive and see what went wrong and how I believe I could have caught that fish.
Alright, so the first thing we see here is I get that fish on, and what I'm noticing right now is that this fish is giving me a lot of head shakes, and as it is fighting with me, I can feel the feedback of my lure. So I've got a lipless crankbait on, and as it's shaking its head, trying to throw it, I'm still feeling a lot of that vibration. And what that's telling me is most likely the lure is on the outside of the fish's mouth. So now that fish is going to jump. And I'm pretty sure at this point when I see it jump that lipless is indeed on the outside of its mouth. I'm still getting a lot of that feedback. So I'm going to back off on my drag. So I start backing off, and after that first jump, through my mind, I am thinking about what I have in my favor and what I have working against me. Obviously, against me right now is that it's most likely hooked on the outside of its mouth. It's going to be easy for it to throw that lure, but I do have a rod. It's a fiberglass blended rod, so that's working for me, and I'm not too concerned right at this point that the fish is going to be able to throw the lure. So you can hear me back down on my drag a little bit more. I'm thinking to myself, I don't want this fish to jump again. Likelihood of losing that fish is going to go up. So I'm going to try to give it drag, hoping it takes more drag and decides to dive down. Unfortunately, here it is. It jumps again. And it does indeed throw my lure. I was hoping it was going to go dive deep, but I knew that fish was really close to the surface of the water and it wanted to jump again. What I should have done to keep that from happening was feed it some line, and it would have then been much more likely to start swimming down deep, and then I could have played it out a little bit more. Because I let it control that fight, it was able to jump again and break free.
So tough loss there. It was a big disappointment for me. That was a slow day on the water, and that was my first real bite of the day. I had him on and I lost him, and it was a disappointment. I actually ended up losing another fish that day.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It was just a tough day out on the water. But just remember, if you're like me and you lose fish once in a while, it's better to have hooked up and lost than to have never hooked up at all. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me that like and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.